Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SA Accounting Academy. Here's a short clip on one of our previous webinars. I hope that you really do enjoy it.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Maya Nikolova, and I'll be presenting to you our immigration accounting webinar for 2022. I'm a business accountant in practice, licensed by Cyber, and master tax practitioner with the site. And we will start off with the Immigration Act and regulations, which we should all know and we should all be able to interpret for the purposes of issuing engagements, making engagements and issuing the relevant reports for business visa purposes. And I want to start with a wonderful saying by John Hemingway that if I have ever seen a magic, it has been in Africa. Right, so immigration accounting, it's a term that it's made of two words that seem incompatible with one another, but let's look into each word from semantic perspective and see how they do tie up together and look at it from our perspective. So the immigration definition is the act of someone coming to live in a different country. And the source is from the Cambridge English Dictionary. Immigration is governed by the South African Immigration Act 13 of 2002 and Immigration Act regulations. Accounting, the definition of accounting is the work of preparing the financial records of people, companies, and or organizations. The source is, again, the Cambridge English Dictionary. And accounting is governed by the International Standard Setting Board. The International Auditing and Assurance Standard Board is an independent standard setting body that serves the public interest by setting high quality international standards for auditing, quality control, review, and other assurance and related services, and by facilitating the convergence of international and national standards. And in doing so, the body enhances the quality and uniformity of practice throughout the world and strengthens public confidence in the global auditing and assurance profession. So we have a set of international standards amongst which is the ISRS, we've got the IAS, the International Accounting Standards, and we have other standards relating to different type of engagements. Let's look at the Immigration Acts and regulations as currently they are standing in South Africa. The Immigration Act 13 was promulgated in 2002 and was amended thereafter, and states the requirements for foreign investors to obtain a business visa that will allow them to immigrate to South Africa for the purposes of conducting business. The Immigration Act contains definition of visa. Definition of work is, of course, not part of the Act, but we will define that. And business visa, it's a term that is in the Act, in the Immigration Act, but it's not defined. Only visa is defined. Definition of visa as defined in the Act means the authority to temporarily sojourn in the Republic for the purposes of transit through the Republic as contemplated in Section 10 Cap B, visit as contemplated in Section 11, and study as contemplated in Section 13. D is conducting activities in the Republic in terms of an international agreement to which the Republic is a party, as contemplated in Section 14. And our specific Section 15 relating to the business visa applications is establishing or investing in a business as contemplated in Section 15. Definition of visa is again defined in the Act. Visa is defined in the Act as working as a crew member of a conveyance in the Republic, obtaining medical treatment, staying with a relative, working as contemplated in Section 19 or 21, retirement, an exchange program, applying for asylum as contemplated in Section 23, whichever is applicable in the circumstances. So visa in terms of Immigration Acts is defined as all those subparagraphs. And as you can see, there is no definition of business visa. But if we go back to the previous slide, you can see in subparagraph E, establishing subparagraph E of the definition of visa in the Act, it states establishing or investing in a business as contemplated in Section 15, and therefore we have our business visa term. So now work. Okay, work is defined. Sorry, I was wrong in the previous slide stating that work is not defined, but work is defined and includes conducting any activity normally associated with the running of a specific business, or being employed or conducting activities consistent with being employed or consistent with the profession of the person, with or without remuneration or reward within the Republic. Business visa is contained, the whole Section 15 of the Immigration Act is dedicated to business visa and how to apply for business visa, what are the legal requirements, and so on and so forth, that we will go through now. So business visa may be issued by the Director General to a foreigner intending to establish or invest in, or who has established or invested in a business in the Republic in which he or she may be employed, and an appropriate visa for the duration of the business visa to the members of such foreigners' immediate family, provided that such foreigner invests the prescribed financial or capital contribution in such business. The contribution referred to paragraph A forms part of the intended book value of such business, and such foreigner has undertaken to comply with any relevant registration requirement set out in any law administered by the South African Revenue Service, and employ the prescribed percentage or number of citizens or permanent residents within a period of 12 months from the date of issue of the visa. So now, as you can see, this is actually a citation from, it's actually the whole Section 15 as it appears in the Act, and these are the requirements that the legislator stated in terms of business visa, what an applicant must do in order to be able to apply and obviously conclude a successful application for business visa.
I hope that you enjoyed that video. For more of our webinar videos, go to www.accountingacademy.co.za. Thank you and have a lovely day.